see brother over there. I didn't even see him. Here it's very bright, but like here, back roads, the only light you have is the oncoming cars and your lights, which for those watching this video, man, this mask, I can't wait till it loosens up some because it's so tight on my face. It makes me speak funny, but for those watching the video, you might say, oh, there's plenty of light. It doesn't feel that way. I've been riding for a long time, but I never really ride at night. It just feels weird. Pop, 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 pop. Today. Low speed road, so we're going to take it easy and just enjoy the scenery. Now I changed the setting on this camera this morning on my head camera cam for low light, so it should be a lot clearer in this low light than it was the other day, hopefully. into a rut and you forget to get out. Speed limit's a little higher here, 45, so that's very good. I guess I should check and see if my 360 is still back there. Wouldn't that suck balls? That would. It slid down, but it's still there. So let's try to tighten it up a little bit. But the weight of the camera and the stick will just move on the holder, so you can't really do anything about that. Only option would be if they made a really lightweight stick, but even the weight of the camera would still make it come down, so no big deal. No biggie. Oh, and one more thing before I forget. My mic right now doesn't have the windsock on it. Most videos I do, but it came off the other day. I switched it from the, I don't know the terminology for the different kind. One is very fuzzy and, you know, most of the time grayish black and it's very soft and like a duster. And the other one's like a foam cover. I usually have the softer one on, but it seems to keep coming off and I don't want to lose it. So I tried to put the foam one on. Today I'm going to just put a dab of silicone on each side and stick it on back on the mic. So right now I don't have any windsock on the mic at all. So I noticed the other day I heard different sounds done and crispy a little bit, it's really not bad. It's not awesome, but it's not bad. The problem is, can you imagine eating that after you've been eating steak for 4 years or 3 years or 5, whatever the years are? You're like, what is this? It's like, if you were starving, you wouldn't complain at all. But the steak has messed you up. You know, that's the exact perfect analogy. The steak has messed you up because you've been eating that. Now you think spam sucks. Not sucks, but it's not delicious as steak. Had you never had steak and you just had fried spam and you've been eating spam, you'd be like, oh, okay. So that's my analogy. So anyway, the only decision is now is to make this a track bike, because I would like to start getting some track days regularly, a few times a year. So make this a track bike and just buy a separate bike, or do I just get a separate bike and sell this bike? I sell this bike, put the money I save with it, and then there you go, the new bike. I don't know, but it's a couple years away. The rate I'm going and saving, and I waste a lot of money on unnecessary stuff, but at the rate I'm going, it'll be another year or two, which is fine. I'm totally content riding this for another year or two. I made it, customize it to my liking, to make it, you know, personalize it for me, so I'm totally good. Until then, we'll see. I actually thought about raffling this bike off too, to give someone a chance to win it, and I could also raise money for the new bike. I thought about that. We'll have to start that soon though, because now the person got in the left lane and now the right turn signal's on. Let me get away from these people. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, guys, let me know how you feel about riding at night, and also how do you feel about having a separate track bike and then your regular daily bike, or do you think, or would you just sell your bike, put your money you save with it to get a bike that you really want, whatever that bike may be? I guess each individual could feel differently. So, but anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. I will see you guys on the next go round. Ride safe, ride smart.